Hey everyone, and welcome to this video where I'll show you how to get started with VoxAI. We have totally revamped the onboarding process, and the idea is to show you the right flow to use VoxAI. So this tutorial is a very linear flow, but of course, once you pass the tutorial and you access to the app, you won't need to do those tasks in a sequence. You can generate multiple images at the same time. You can generate multiple 3D model at the same time. So when you start the tutorial, you will have two options. One is to generate an image based on the reference image that you may find on Google or Pinterest, in my example, or you can actually just enter a prompt with text. So if you already have a reference image, I encourage you to choose this one. Otherwise, if you don't have a reference image and you want to create an image from scratch using VoxAI, just choose the prompt option. So we're going to start first from the reference image, but then I will also show you the flow when we generate an image using the text prompt. So let's get to it. So here you'll just be asked to enter your image first. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to Pinterest and I'm going to find an image of something that I want to generate. So let's say an exotic bird. It's what I've tried last time. And I tried this one, I think last time. It was pretty cool. Let's go ahead and choose this one. So when you upload your image, VoxAI is going to analyze it and add a description that we will use on top of your image to generate a voxel art version of it. So you can actually double check and then click on generate image. So basically, the description plus the reference image help the image helps the AI image model to generate a more accurate version. It usually takes 1 to 2 minutes. While you're waiting, you can visit the gallery, for instance. So here it's a gallery where we feature a bunch of models that you can download or add to your space and modify. So it is unlimited. You can download hundreds of models. The only condition is that you need to be a subscriber for that, and you can visit all the plans at Get Credits here. So we have affordable plans to get started and more premium plans if you need to generate a bunch of assets. Now let's go back to our flow. All right, so our bird is here. Actually, looks quite good. So here the reason we give 4 options is because there's some randomness and some result will be better than others. We generate those images with different parameters so that we can have like various style and results. I think these two would work pretty well. This one might have less spaces in the end. I'm gonna go ahead with this one, but this one could have been nice to try as well. And so now we are gonna use that voxel art image to generate our voxel 3D model. So the reason we generate a voxel art image is that it's usually gonna give you a better result. So later, after the tutorial, once you access VoxAI, you can also generate models based on your own reference image. So if you have all the tools to generate voxel art image, or if you generate voxel art image on your own, you can actually use directly those image. We have image to 3D feature for you. All right, so our bird has finished to generate. And so one important thing here, it actually looks quite good. I think it actually looks quite good. The details are on point, and we don't have like too many unnecessary faces. So one important thing here is now you can adjust the level of detail. So here is the max, it's the max level of detail that we have, the max cube size. If you are creating models for Minecraft, recommend you to go around 0.035 cube size. So basically, the smaller the cube size, the more details you have. The bigger the cube size, the less details you'll have. And here we have those reference point, or you can use the slider, and then you just press revoxelize to your model. All right, so here we go. Here is our revoxelized bird, more tailored for the Minecraft format. And then, so you can also see your model in a GLB format. So the model will be downloadable in GLB as well. And so now that you have, once you've gone through all the steps, once you have generated your model and refined it, you can complete the tutorial and you will access to the full app. So here we go. So now you will land on the gallery, so feel free to browse and see what other models, see what models other people have created. And then you will access the app. So here is how it works. Now you essentially have a create voxel or view voxel functions. So here's the model that we just created. Here are some demo models that we feature. So essentially you have create voxel or view voxel. A view voxel is to view your model or revoxelize them as we just did. We also have a rigging feature that is in beta only for Minecraft characters, but rigging for all shapes, all type of assets will come soon. And so in the create voxel, you have the text to voxel and the image to voxel image. And once you have, so in the create voxel, so in the create voxel section, you have the text to voxel, which is what I'm going to show you next, the other flow, or the image to voxel, which is exactly what we've done. And so now basically what you can do is you can launch several generations, assuming you have 5 images, you can launch your 5 image generation, and then you can move on to generate all the voxel models that you want. You don't have to do it one by one like we've done in the tutorial. The tutorial is really here to show you the flow. And once you're a subscriber and you have more credit, you will also unlock the image to 3D model where you can directly transform to 3D your own images. Assuming, for instance, you want to generate your own voxel art image with a ChatGPT or Nanobana. So now let me show you essentially what we've done in the tutorial, how to do it in the app. So you select the image to voxel image function here. You give an asset, you give a name to your asset, and you enter your image. And it's going to do the exact same thing. It's going to analyze your image. It's going to add a description. The only difference is here. If you want to modify the description, you actually can. If you see any error, if you want to do it manually, add some things, and then you can generate, and it will generate your 4-bird image. But now let's not redo that. I'm going to show you how to create an image from text. So you're going to give a name to your assets. Perhaps this time we could create a weapon. So you can actually enter a very a fire type weapon. You can add like a brief description and use the improve your prompt function so that you can get a more elaborated prompt that will give you a better voxel art image. So fire axe. And so actually you can see the difference because I've All right, so now I wanted to show you the difference between a very simple prompt when I type a fire type axe weapon, which didn't give something really exploitable. And now with the refined prompt that we improve for you in the background, you have something that is much nicer. It could be further improved, but I actually quite like this one. So let's go ahead and generate it. And so here now, and so when you access the app, you will have, unlike the tutorial, access to more models. In general, I would still advise you to choose our best model, which is the VoxAI IRS. But for when you have a very simple image, VoxAI stable sometimes might give you a better result with less colors. So if you don't want to have too many colors in your model, this one is ideal. And Onion 3D can also is one of the most powerful open source AI model and give you some decent result. But as a rule of thumb, I would always advise you to choose this one. And now so first we're gonna do the same as what we did in the tutorial. We're gonna generate it first with the smallest cube details, and that's gonna give you a bigger model. And then we'll do the same and generate a Minecraft version. And so once you launch your model generation, you can go directly to view model, and your model generating will appear here. And when it will be completed, you will see the little green tick here. You usually don't need to refresh, it refreshes on its own. But if there's any issue or with your network, feel free to use the refresh button here to refresh and see the latest status of your model. All right, our model is done. Let's click on it and review. So it looks actually quite neat, not bad at all. So that might be a bit overkill. It might be a really big model for an act. So what we're going to do is we're going to reduce the size and make an item that we could use in Minecraft, and then that you could export to Blockbench or any other voxel editor. So once you change the size, you can click revoxelize. We have another dedicated tutorial to show you more about what you can do in revoxelize. In general, do not change the angle, otherwise it will really affect the shape unless you're working with blades, and I will show you that in more detail in a different video. All right, our revoxelization is done, and now we have a more appropriate weapon for Minecraft that we could also further modify. But that just give you an idea. So feel free to play around and make more cool weapons. I hope you enjoy this example and see you in the next tutorial. Feel free to find us on Discord if you have any question on how to use VoxAI. Also to get free credit. So feel free to buy a plan if you want to subscribe and access the gallery. But otherwise, if you want to have a tutorial, experiment more with VoxAI, just join Discord. There is other opportunity for you to get free credits and be involved in the community, learn from people who have used it. And us, the founders, will help you to get the best out of it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in Discord.